Jai Shri Ram. It is the turn of Canto 119. The summary: glorifying the evening shades that had now fallen, Anushya sends away Sita, decked with the ornaments bestowed on her by herself, to the presence of Sri Ram. To the latter, who was agreeably surprised to behold Sita resplendent with heavenly jewels, she relates how she received the jewels as a loving gift from the hermitess. Accepting the hospitality of the hermits and staying with them for the night, Sri Ram asks leave of them in the morning to proceed further, and following the route shown by the hermits, the princely party enters the Dandak forest. Now we begin the chapter. Hearing the great narrative and smelling the head of the princess of Mithila as a token of affection, Anushya, for her part, who knew what is right, folded her in her arms and said, "What you have said in distinct tones and words is surprising and sweet. The way in which you self-chose marriage took place, your self-chose marriage took place has also been heard fully by me. I would have been delighted much to hear more of your story, O sweet-speaking lady. Ushering in the charming night, the glorious sun has, however, sunk below the horizon. The noises being heard of birds scattered about during the daytime in search of food and roosted in their nests at eventide for sleep. These hermits too, wet after a bath and their coverings of bark too soaked with water, are returning in a body with uplifted vessels of water. The rite of offering oblations into the sacred fire having been performed by the sage Atri according to the scriptural ordinance, a column of smoke, dark blue like a pigeon snake, raised by the wind, is seen over there. In the landscape, remote from our eyes, trees, though clothed with sparse leaves, indeed look dense all round with foliage, so that the quarters do not shine vividly. Ogres who range at night are freely moving all round, while these deer of groves, reserved for practicing austerities, are lying down on sacred altars. The night, richly adorned with stars, has fairly set in, O Sita. The moon, enveloped in moonlight, is clearly seen in the sky. You may go now. I permit you to depart. Wait, you as a maidservant on Sri Ram, I too have undoubtedly been pleased by you, speaking as you did sweet words to me. Adorn yourself in the meantime with the garment and ornaments gifted by me before my eyes, O Princess of Mithila, heightening the charm of the heavenly jewels with your personal charm. Cause delight to me, my darling." Having duly adorned herself and saluting with reverence the feet of Anushya with her head bent low, Sita, for her part, who looked like a daughter of gods, went forward to meet Sri Ram on that occasion. Sri Ram, a sign of Raghu, the foremost of speakers, for his part beheld Sita adorned as aforesaid, and felt delighted with the gift made out of love by the hermitess. Sita, the princess of Mithila, then related to Sri Ram all about the loving gift made by the hermitess of a garment, ornaments, and garlands. Sri Ram, for his part, as well as Lakshman, the great chariot warrior, felt highly rejoiced to see the reception of Sita, the princess of Mithila, which was extremely rare among humans. Beholding Sita, whose countenance shone like the moon, consecrated by the sacred gift of the Holy Lady, the celebrated Sri Ram, the delight of the Raghus, who was received with honor by the hermits, then spent the night with all. Having finished their ablutions, when the night had fully expired, Sri Ram and Lakshman, who were tiger among men, took leave of the ascetics dwelling in the forest, who had just offered oblations into the sacred fire. The aforesaid ascetics dwelling in the forest and practicing virtue there told the two princes about the regions of that forest infested by ogres. Ogres feeding upon the human flesh and appearing in various guises, as well as blood-sucking beasts of prey, live in this great forest, O sign of Raghu. They devour an ascetic or celibate who has not rinsed his mouth after partaking of some solid or liquid food, or who is delinquent in this great forest. Pray, ward them off, O sign of Raghu. This is the path followed by eminent rishis gathering fruits in the forest. It would be advisable for you to make the forest, which is difficult to access, by this path alone. Spoken to as above by the ascetics with folded hands as a gesture of supplication, Sri Ram, a scion of Raghu, the scorcher of his foes, when he had been presented by the Brahmins with flowers, etc., accompanied by good wishes and benedictions, made his way into the heart of the forest along with his consort and Lakshman, as the sun would penetrate a mass of clouds. Thus ends Canto 119 in the AYODHYAKAND of the glorious Ramayan of Valmiki, the work of a rishi and the oldest epic. Thus ends the AYODHYAKAND. Jai Shri Ram.